Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Mark's Tech, a channel that still has their Christmas tree up, loud and proud. And I've pretty much had the Osmo Pocket for about a week, and I've pretty much come up with 5 things that I really don't like about it, because I feel like DJI is trying to be something that they're just not ready for at this point in time on Earth. So here are my 5 top 3 things. Here are my 5 things that I hate about the DJI Osmo Pocket. Did I get that right? So number 1, there is no front firing microphone. Why? I don't know, you tell me. There's a microphone that is, let's see, I want camera to pick it up. There's a microphone right above the, where is it? No, it's right there. There's a microphone right there, and there's a microphone right there. There is no microphone up top of the camera. So if you're vlogging like this, right? You're vlogging like a normal vlog. Hi mom, how are you? I'm in Colorado. This place is just amazing. It'll sound good because you're firing your voice into the camera, right? But if you're recording someone else in front of the microphone, their voice isn't really going to be picked up as good because there's no microphone on this side of the device. I don't know why. They could have just made, I mean, how big is a microphone? They could have just made a little hole right there and it would have been perfect. But no, they had to bomb it. They had to be like, hey guys, remember the good old-fashioned saying that no camera is perfect? Well, here is the prime example of that. So that's my first thing that is wrong with this camera. The second thing is, and I really feel like they just really didn't care at this point. They were like, what, just release it, it's fine, they'll buy it anyway. And I did do that. There's no removable battery. The battery on here, 4K 60, lasts about an hour and a half. If you're doing like 1080p at 30 frames per second, I think they say it lasts like 140 minutes, which is good. I mean, it's all right. But if you're like going on a family vacation and you're recording something like, let's say you go to the Grand Canyon. Again, I keep speaking of Colorado because I really want to move there. By the way, if you move there, let me know how it is. Let's say you're at the Grand Canyon. 140 minutes of footage isn't really going to cover your entire experience in California, Colorado, the Grand Canyon, whatever it may be, right? Canada, that place still exists. So I feel like if they added an external, well, not external battery, but a removable battery, it would have been a lot better, because if you run out, you can just hot swap it, boom, you're ready to go, recording Colorado. Or Canada, whatever. Now, my third thing is that the field of view on the camera itself is kind of narrow. I feel like if they kind of expanded it a little, like by 5 millimeters, it would have been much better. I mean, if you look at GoPro, the reason why they got as big as they are is because, you know, whenever you first saw that fisheye effect on action cameras, it looked amazing. We were like, wow, that looks so much further away than it really is. It adds a cool little effect. Now, I don't think this should have a fisheye effect at all, because that will defeat the purpose of, well, of what it is. But I feel like if they added like 5 more millimeters of field of view, it would have literally been perfect, because even if you're holding it out at arm's length, it's only really recording this much, which isn't that much. I mean, it's all right, but I feel like it could have been a little bit better. Now, another thing is that this thing does not have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Yeah, okay, it has that little dongle where you can connect your phone. Come on, Canon, are you gonna pick up my autofocus? There you go. It has that little dongle. That's cool and all, but I can't like set this thing down, walk away from it and control it from my phone. You know, pick the shots and everything. You can't really do that without buying the $60 base. I feel like if the Insta360 One X can do it and the GoPro can do it, I really feel like DJI can do it. After all, they have Bluetooth and or is it Wi-Fi? I don't know, on their drones. And if they took the camera from the drone, which this thing is pretty much, I think this is pretty much from the Mavic Air, just a little bit upgraded. They definitely could have added Bluetooth support or Wi-Fi support to make things a little more user-friendly. But you know, whatever, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Now, my fifth and final thing, this is kind of nitpicky because this camera truly is a pretty perfect camera, to be honest. I feel like this thing is too small. Now, honestly, I mean, this is like crazy. This is, let me get, this is small. This is tiny. Again, that has a huge benefit, right? If it's small, tiny, you can put it in your jacket pocket, in your actual pocket. You can pull this out and record it, but there's a huge downside to that. The slightest little movement, even from wind, is gonna translate into the video. Yeah, I get it. This thing has a gimbal and it works magic, but the gimbal can't take out all of the wind pushing on the camera, or your really unshaky, you know, hands. It's not really gonna do that big of a job. I feel like if this thing was a little bit bigger, and I'm not saying like huge, I'm just saying like make it that much bigger. Oh, and while you're at it, DJI, why don't you add a tripod mount? Anyway, but that's another thing. They could have added a little bit more bigger, a little bit heavier, so at least it actually goes into your entire hand. I feel like that would have been like the perfect thing. That way you can actually hold it and only have the gimbal sticking out. But this thing just feels like a toy, and then your chances of covering up one of the microphones is almost 100%, by the way. So that's it. That's pretty much my 5 things that I don't really like about this camera. You know, if you don't look at those things, this camera is literally beyond perfect, especially its video capabilities. But that's for a different video. I don't want to get into that at the moment. But, you know, while we're at it, let's add some honorable mentions. Again, I've already said this about 30 seconds ago. There's no tripod mount. Do you know how hard it is to make a motion time lapse at the beach where it's windy and not have a base to put it on or to screw it on? It's impossible. You have to. I was literally at the beach yesterday holding this thing on the rail like this, just holding it for 20 minutes. I almost died. And yeah, I feel like if this thing had a tripod mount, you could easily set it on a nice heavy tripod and make beautiful motion time lapses. But no, you gotta buy the base, which is $60. Again, I don't like that. That's kind of really stupid. Yeah, they do sell a $20 accessory, but oddly enough, that's for a GoPro mount. DJI, what? What are you doing? But guys, that is it. Those are my 5 things plus 1 honorable mention of why I think this camera is almost there. They're like on the fence. They're ready to jump over it, but they're like, no, not yet, no. And that's it. And then they release this product. So let me know what you guys think about those 5 things plus 1 honorable mention. Do you agree with me? What do you think about this camera? Do you love it? What do you love about it? What do you hate about it? Let me know. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Adios. Oop, I just hit the gimbal. Are you okay? You're good. You're good.